And here, got my buddies Ian and Jake in the boat with me, and the game plan is simple. We are going to see if we can catch some fish for dinner pretty quick here. We're at a big old bridge. We got a bucket full of live shrimp, and we're going to see what we can do. I also got some lures that I'm probably going to throw because today's video is sponsored by Shop Karl's. If you don't know what Karl's Bait and Tackle is, it's an online retailer that sells a bunch of different lures and gear and tackle, and I use it to get like 95% of all of my tackle. So I'll leave a link down below where you can pick up some stuff, and a lot of the terminal tackle and jigs I'll be using today are from there. But right now the game plan is we're looking for reds, trout, sheep's head snapper, pompano, flounder, anything that is good eating, and we're going to bring it back home and cook it up in the pan. All right, so you grab your shrimp. Right here, I'm using a bucktail jig. This is actually a Salt Native bucktail jig. You can get this off Shop Karl's. Live shrimp. You can either do two things. Tail hook them like that, which is what I like to use when I'm using a jig, or you go through the top of the head right beneath the horn, but I like using that for a circle hook. So we're going to place the hook right in his tail, and that adds weight to it, makes it easy to cast, and gives it a bigger profile. If I was fishing for like just smaller fish for, you know, catch whatever, I would just throw maybe a circle hook or a regular crusher jig, but I like throwing the feathered jig because I feel like you get bigger bites because you have a bigger presentation on. Like I'm getting hit right there. Something little was like swimming around with my shrimp in its mouth. When you're fishing with live shrimp, I always like to get more than I actually need because you're gonna run through them. So there's 3 of us fishing, and I got 4 dozen, so that's like, you know, over a dozen a person easily. But you're gonna get tons of snappers, you're gonna cast shrimp off, you're gonna get hit by catfish and puffer fish. So you basically gotta have enough baits to run through them to find the good fish. You know, if you go with a dozen, you're probably gonna screw yourself unless you're just specifically sight casting. Very interesting. So that right there is a yellowfin mohara, or just a sand perch, what they're commonly called. And they're actually a really good fish to eat, but we're not going to keep them. They're more of a bait fish, but they eat just shrimp and crabs and mollusks. Like, they're really, really good, but we're going to let this one go. But that is a huge yellowfin mohara. And all they do, check this out. So hold his head towards me, and all they do with those big rubber lips, they just go and suck like crabs and stuff off the bottom.
A little slurper derp.
Yep, give him the toss. I'm getting bumped. I mean, the thing about shrimp, you get so many bites, but you just gotta wait for the right bite to set on. That's what's hard, you know. You'll feel a ton of little like bump, 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 but you want to get like a solid like pickup take, you know. Jake's on. Man, I am slacking, gentlemen. I am slacking severely. That one's a little better. You know what you should do, Jake? Open up one of the mystery tackle boxes that I got, and there's a ruler on the inside of them, and lay them out just so we get a baseline of it. He's 100% 10. He's technically a keeper snapper. Nice and bug free. Oh, Ian, there we go, baby. Just keep that rod tip up. Like, yeah, right there in that position, and just keep reeling. Ian's smacking. He got a loose drag. What are we dealing with? Oh, snook! Here, pull, keep his head down. Oh, Jake, grab it! Alright, Ian, open up your bail. Beautiful little snook. Jake's got a snapper. My rod went off while I was helping Ian. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Ian with the first snook ever, and that is awesome. You wave them from side to side. Beautiful. When it's cold, yeah, there he goes. Go. All right. The boys are making up for me not catching any fish, so that's nice. That's what's so awesome about fishing live shrimp right there, is that we're catching snapper to eat. Jake just threw another one in the box. It was 11 inches. And Ian caught a nice snook, probably like a 22-inch snook, a medium-sized one. You can catch 40-inch snook on shrimp, giant reds, big black drum, big trout, but you can also catch really good eating fish. It's just like a good time, you know? Gosh, my homies are showing me up. I'm glad I brought them. I need to catch something. Dang, bro. Jake, you see this big nasty dog right here?
Yeah.
That ain't even the biggest one, man. I got a gargantuan in there. Wait, yeah, waiting to get slurped. Oh, I saw that, Jake. I can't believe you guys are just getting bit so much more than me. It's insane. I think that's gonna be a jack right there. Oh, little snook. Nice, Jake. Little one. Beautiful. All right, I want to show you a different rig here. Ian and Jake are throwing crusher jigs. This is probably the most common rig you might see, a slip sinker rig. So all it is you have an egg sinker here, and the egg sinker falls onto a swivel. The swivel stops it from sliding all the way down. Then you have a leader that's 20-pound fluoro to a circle hook. Very, very easy way to catch fish with not a lot of effort. Like the circle hook, you don't have to do a lot of setting. It kind of just works itself out there. And I put a heavier lead, and this will really glue itself to the bottom to find those fish. And if you're like a little more passively fishing, this is the way to do it. Because circle hook, you don't swing on it, you just kind of reel into it. And you're just waiting for a big pickup. The shrimp is enormous. I don't even know if I expect this thing to get hit. Like maybe I'll get hit by a freaking Goliath grouper. And for some reason I decided to put it on my small setup that I have. Don't mind me. There's one. Got him. Got him. Just drifting a shrimp right along those pilings, taking on some wake. Hamboni of a snapper. That's what we're talking about.
Same with for each of us.
Wow, there we go. And that is actually a dog snapper. Different type of snapper. Get a little bit bigger than mangroves. And they're very, very pretty. See that blue line along his eye and stuff, and how he's more red than he is like that brown. All right, we are about to wrap it up. We got a long way to get back to the ramp, and we got some snapper to take care of. Want to treat these suckers right. You know, good night. All three of us caught a snapper. Ian caught a nice snook. Jake caught a little snook. I was kind of sucking it up, but came through at the end with a nice snapper. So if you go and you get a bunch of live shrimp, you have two options. You can take them home and refreeze them and use them as like frozen shrimp, which is like honestly a pretty mediocre way to use them, to be honest. But if you want to save a buck, you can do that. I like to dump my shrimp at the end of the day, give back to the bridge. You know, you took something from the bridge, we'll give something back. So we're gonna dump all our big shrimpies out and head home. Bye, friends. There's still like 3 dozen shrimp in there. Once we got back home, I filleted up the snapper. We had these beautiful little fillets. Now, it's not a ton, but I want to make this meal go a long way, so I had an awesome idea. We're going to start out with a simple egg wash of whole milk and 1 egg, and we're just going to throw that in a bowl and mix it up. You get out of here. Got some panko laid out in a bowl, and that's going to be our coating. This is going to be really simple. We're going to take the egg wash, put it in the panko, struggle to flip it over with your fork, and then drop it into the pan and get those golden crispies going in a shallow oil. Look at those doggies. Next, we got the dang old tortilla. We're going to load that with our fried snapper and put some cheese, and then we're going to roll this tightly because we're making snapper taquitos, baby. Throw that into a pan and flip it on each side and get it nice and crispy, and that is just ooey gooey snapper goodness. We're going to cut these up into small little rounds, throw them on a plate, and throw some tomatoes, onions, sour cream, and some taco sauce over top of it, and you got a beautiful meal. Well, hopefully you guys enjoyed that video. I'm not going to lie, that was probably my favorite snapper meal I've ever had. Eating it like the taquitos. It's a super simple and easy way to make it go a long way. Anyhow, something I want to update you on. There's a pond right behind me, and the other day I filmed a whole entire video of this and I uploaded it to this channel, and I ended up taking it down because it only didn't I ended up taking it down because it didn't really get any views, and made me realize that you guys probably aren't interested in seeing that. So this channel will purely stay just fishing and outdoor adventuring. I did, though, however, create a second channel that I'll leave a link down to below, that if you want to see pond videos, and I have a bunch of really good video ideas lined up for it already that I'm already started filming, go to there and you can subscribe, and that'll be all my stuff outside of fishing. I'll be posting a video there once a week, and on this main channel, things will be the same, and we're going to try to get to 2 to 3 videos a week and kind of get back on track here. But I appreciate you guys, and go check out the other channel, and until next time, see ya.